For question number 3, we are given this graph. Vector B is shown and vector C is shown, and we are asked to find vector D, which is B minus C, vector B minus vector C. Vector B minus vector C would be around here. So in order to do this, first we must find B of X, B of Y, and C of X and C of Y. In order to do this, first we must calculate the angle of vector B. Now, this is where I was messing up. This is how I know I didn't know the steps properly, because in the video it is said that we are supposed to look at this angle, this entire angle. And so if we look, we know up to here is 180, and that vector B is an extra 33 degrees. So 180 plus 33 equals 213. So now that we have the angle and the hypotenuse, we can begin to find B of X. B of X will be on the adjacent side of this triangle. So if we are given X, which is our adjacent, our theta, which is our angle, and our hypotenuse, which is 5.6, we can write B of X as 5.6, our hypotenuse, cosine, because cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, 213. And our B of Y can be found as 5.6 sine, because our Y is opposite from the angle, 213. Now our angle C of X is found in a different way. Not only do we have to consider this, but we have to consider what it takes to get here. Now, we know that this is 270 degrees, so we can just add an extra 22 degrees and we will get 292. So our hypotenuse for C this time is 4.8. So when we write out our CX, it will be our hypotenuse 4.8, cosine, because we are looking for X, and X is adjacent to the angle, 4.8 cosine 292, and 4.8 sine for Y, 292. And now we can plug these in and find our answer. Vector D can be written as 5.6 cosine 213 in the X direction, or I, plus 5.6 sine 213 in the Y direction, or J, minus CX, or 4.8 cosine 292, plus, in the I direction, in the X direction, plus 4.8 sine 292 in the Y direction, or J. If we put these values into our calculator, we will get negative 4.7 in the I direction, plus negative 3.0, we'll just leave it as negative 3 in the J direction or the Y direction, minus 1.798 in the X direction, plus negative 4.45 in the Y direction. And now we combine like terms. Negative 4.7 minus 1.798 equals negative 6.498 in the X direction. And if we combine negative 3J minus negative 4.45, then we will get 1.45 in the Y direction, because negative 3 subtracted by another negative number is addition. So it'd be negative 3 plus 4.45 gives us 1.45. And now we have our D of X and our D of Y. With this information, we can find the magnitude of D, which is D d of x squared plus d of y squared square rooted. So we'll plug in our values, negative 6.498 squared plus 1.45 squared. And when we put these in our calculator, we will get square root of 42.22 plus 2.1025. And d equals 6.6, which is our answer, C.